Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your monthly reading for November. I hope everybody's doing well. I would like to take a quick second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Cancer sign out there. So guys, if it's not resonating, check your other signs and placements. See if those readings may have your messages. Keep in mind that the monthly reading is predictive in nature. So if these events aren't occurring right now, they could very easily occur in the next few weeks. And as always, Cancer, please don't try to force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, what would you like Cancer to know for the month of November? Interesting. All right, so you're starting out with the King of Cups in the reverse, and it is crossed by the Page of Cups. While this is happening is the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Interesting. So you may have been dealing with somebody that's been emotionally unavailable, or you've pulled back. But with the Page of Cups here, this could indicate possibly an apology, but it indicates somebody new. While this is happening is the Eight of Swords in the reverse. You're freeing yourself from something that was causing you a lot of anxiety. Show me the past. Yeah, a lot of anxiety. So you were very burdened. You were burdened with somebody who was either emotionally manipulative, or you were had a lot of problems with somebody that could have been emotionally unavailable. But I see that you freed yourself and there's somebody new here. Let's see what's on your mind. Seven of Swords. So you're thinking that you don't trust somebody. There's something to do with deceit. You're playing over a deceitful event over and over in your mind. Or you just don't trust somebody. Let me see what is... We're going to clarify that for sure. Let's see what's happening in November for Cancer. Three of Cups in the reverse. So you could be isolating a little bit at the beginning of the month. You may have pulled back emotionally, because you don't trust somebody. It could be a friend. There could be a friend here that you're not very trusting of at this point. That's interesting. Okay, but I am seeing that you're kind of being a little reclusive. Yeah, I also feel like with this person from the past that you had so many problems with, this person was very deceitful and emotionally manipulative or unavailable, and I feel like you are absolutely not going to reconcile with that person. Again, I'm seeing somebody new. I'm seeing that you're freeing yourself and you have someone new. So let's see how you're showing up in this reading. And if it's not somebody new, you're hoping for somebody new. All right. Four of Pentacles. And the energy coming towards you is a King of Pentacles. Woo! Big Daddy. Big Daddy's coming towards you. So this is somebody that is offering you stability. They're offering you commitment here. This person would likely be a very hard worker. They could be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. They're very stable financially. I feel like they're stable, period. Yeah. Okay, Cancer. You go. All right, let me see. Spirit's advice for Cancer. The Devil in reverse. Spirit saying don't have anything to do with this toxic energy from, well, I'm going to say from the past. There's a need to not deal with toxic energy, though. So if you have some toxic energy, such as any kind of dependency on substances or codependency, overworking, whatever it might be, there's a need for you to examine that and work on yourself. But in dealing with other people, and it's always best, Cancer, to start with self, you know, because once you start detoxifying yourself, you'd be surprised. A lot of these toxic elements outside of you, they kind of start disappearing because the energy's not compatible. But there's also an indication here not to deal with toxic people. So let's see your outcome at the end of November. Show me Cancer's outcome at the end of November. Show me Cancer's outcome at the end of November. Okay. Show me Cancer's outcome at the end of November. There it is. The Empress. Oh, I love this for you guys. Okay, so the Empress is knowing your self-worth. It's sitting back and really allowing everything to flow to you. It's one of the highest, energies in the deck. So it shows me that you'll be vibrating high. Things will be coming to you, like you'll be enjoying prosperity financially as well as emotionally. It's you kind of being in your element and just allowing everything to flow to you, which is beautiful. I love that for you. All right, bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. That's underlying energy here. It does speak to possibly financial loss, possibly dealing with somebody who was disloyal, but it's a loss. It's an ending. So whether it's financial or in a connection, this is likely what you were struggling with here in the past. So let's clarify. Spirit-wise, the King of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, there was an unsuccessful love relationship. You were dealing with somebody that, like I said, they were either emotionally unavailable or emotionally manipulative, maybe both. It was unsuccessful. I feel like you pulled your energy back. Why is the Page of Cups here? Ace of Wands reversed and the World in reverse. Okay, so there's a new beginning that's trying to come in with somebody new, but it's being affected because there's still some unfinished business here from this past person. Let's see why the Ten of Wands is here. Yeah, there's some kind of unfinished business associated with this past person. So it's affecting your new beginning. The Magician. So you manifested this new beginning. You've manifested a new person, or you are manifesting a person, but I feel like you're having a hard time with it. So here's what I can tell you about that. Everything that you want, it's like a stick. Okay, so let's look at this pen. Okay, so if this pen is what you want, on one side is everything you want, and on the other side is everything you don't want. If you continue to focus on what it is that you want, then it tips in that balance. The more you focus on what you don't want, the more it tips in that balance. So you get what you focus on, whether you like it or not. So really try to make sure that you're manifesting here and focusing on what it is that you do want. All right, so let's see why the Eight of Swords is in reverse for Cancer. Queen of Cups and the Knight of Wands in reverse. You freed yourself from a love relationship where you were the one that was giving. You were giving of the love, and I feel like you were dealing with a player. Somebody was inconsistent with regard to love, and you freed yourself from that. That's why all this is happening. Yeah, I do feel like you have a lot of love here to give. I feel like you are stepping into your power by freeing yourself from this energy, and I feel like you're also not talking to this person any longer. But it's clear to me that you felt that this person was a good match for you, and they very well might have been. You actually even manifested them into your life, but it brought a lot of problems because they just were not living up to the potential of what you saw in them, basically. So let's see. Let's see why the Seven of Swords is here. This is what's on your mind. Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. I feel like you gave this person unconditional love as well. Yeah. You feel like you had no choice but to release this person. Yeah, I can see that. I'm also seeing that you're no longer confused about any of the deception that was present in this connection. Let's look at November. So all of this is stuff that's occurred or is occurring. Let's look at November. Show me November for the sign of Cancer. All right, let's see what we've got, Cancer. Four of Cups, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles reversed, Ten of Wands. Now that was in your past. Judgment, Knight of Swords. Give me just a second. You had a couple cards that fell. Knight of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, and the Emperor. Oh, I told you, Big Daddy's in town. All right, guys, let's talk. So I see you going into November. Some of you might be kind of keeping to yourself. You're not really going out. You're not really going out with friends or family or anything. There's a sense of discontent, a sense of apathy, particularly in the first week. I see you kind of feeling a little bit unhappy, a little bit apathetic, you know, kind of bored is what I'm seeing. But I do also see that you are realizing here, I mean, there's a come up, as it were. You're realizing that you are very beautiful, that people do pay attention to you, that, you know, you command an audience, let me put it that way. But you've gone through this loss. I do feel like somebody may have tried to make you an option or a third party, and you were having none of it. So I do see you going into November kind of apathetic, but realizing, look, I got to take some action on my life here. I got to really up my game. So I see you doing that in the first week. Still experiencing some loss though. I'm definitely seeing, because we have this Queen of Pentacles twice. This could also be a loss of finances. And that's going to cause a little bit of a problem. So in the very beginning of November, be very careful with your money. I am also, because it's a sense of not taking care of your money may cause some problems. So be very careful with that. Some of you could also be not experiencing the amount of work that you want, especially if you have a new endeavor. So just be careful with your money in the very beginning of November. But for a lot of you, I see that there's been a loss here and you've had a hard time dealing with it. I feel like it was based upon a judgment call that you felt like you needed to make. Now, I am seeing, though, that you have this little bit of glow up going on in the first week. In the second week, I do see you being hit by some problems, especially around the middle of the month. It's going to require you to make a judgment call. Again, I feel like it might be financial. It could also be a message of truth that somebody is delivering in which you're going to have to make a judgment call. So just know that around the middle of the month, there are going to be some problems and you're going to feel a bit overwhelmed. So be very careful, okay? I'm also seeing that somebody that you may have had an ending with, maybe trying to approach you in the middle to third week of November. This person's going to want to reconcile. They're going to want to, you know, they're going to impulsively approach you. You're going to find it problematic. So I do see in the third week, I see you making a judgment call here. And I also see you might be telling somebody just what you think. Because you have two knights here. You have the Knight of Swords and you have the Knight of Cups. And they're directly opposed to each other. So I do feel like you're moving towards love, and I feel like you're going to be telling somebody, because this Knight is headed towards the past. I feel like you're going to have something to say to somebody from the past if they do approach you. And it does look like they impulsively will. I'm seeing a love offer coming in by the end of November, but I'm seeing you being very single. This love offer is coming from a divine masculine. This could be a twin flame, or this could be, you know, a deep soulmate connection. You're single, though. You're showing up here as single, independent. Your money looks good by the end of the month. So anything that would have happened that was problematic in the beginning to middle of the month seems to be resolving. I'm also seeing that you are having a definitely a higher connection to spirit. I see by the end of the month, you are taking charge of your life. You're taking charge of your finances. You're just kind of in this high energy by the end of the month. So there is a love offer approaching you in the fourth week, though. Possibly third, but looks more like the fourth week. So yeah, it's high energy, very high energy. Now let's look at your energy. Show me how Cancer is showing up in this reading. I like that we have the Emperor and the Empress here, and I like that they're both in the upright. Page of Swords, Six of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Yeah. So you're showing up here as kind of still holding on to somebody a little bit, Cancer. You might be doing some low-key spying and checking up on this person. You're very guarded, but I feel like you've kind of been just curious to see what's going on. But at the end of the day, I see you moving forward. I see you moving forward. There is a sense of betrayal here, but it's the end of a cycle. And you're moving on. You're moving forward towards something more peaceful. So let's see this King of Pentacles. Like I said, you could be dealing with an Aries. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn here. I'm also seeing Libra. Taurus is very, very prominent. So show me the King of Pentacles here for the sign of Cancer. Libra energy. Show me the person approaching Cancer. All right, so we have the Sun in reverse, sign of Leo. We have Justice, and we have the Seven of Wands reverse. So the person that's approaching you, like I said, this person is in a very good energy. This is somebody who is good with their money, but they're not greedy. This is somebody, though, that could at times feel a bit powerless. They've been very unhappy, and that they're unhappy because of some kind of a legal issue for somebody that's making them feel a bit powerless. So yeah, that's very interesting. So somebody is approaching you that may have some legal issues, and they're not sure when that's going to be resolved or how that's going to be resolved. They feel very powerless with it. They want it resolved now. So that seems very specific, but that's what I'm seeing. I am seeing that for some of you, you may have a Libra that's approaching you. This person is avoiding conflict. For somebody, there's a Libra that's approaching them. They're avoiding conflict. They're working very hard, working at their money, because they, quite frankly, just don't know what to do, and they're not very happy right now. For others of you, I see a Leo that is approaching you. This Leo wants to balance things out. They want to end any kind of argument or fighting. This is somebody that's offering you commitment and stability. Yeah. So I definitely feel like you have options here, Cancer. You have a lot of options. There's a lot of people here. There's an earth sign here that, doesn't know what to do in order to end a fight or an argument to balance something out. So you have a lot of people here. Yeah, you definitely do. But my money is on this Emperor, this divine masculine. So let's see what Spirit's advice is. We have the Devil in reverse. We have the Eight of Coins reverse. We have the Three of Wands, and we have the Two of Swords. All right, so Spirit is saying move away from anything that is toxic. If you have toxic issues, you need to address it, because this is what causes things not to work out. And I do have to tell you, in all fairness, that there is somebody out there that there is a message that there's some sort of detail regarding your own toxicity that needs to be looked at. There's something that you haven't, that's kind of bypassed you. And you need to make a decision to look at that, to really examine yourself. So take it as it resonates. But you're being basically cautioned that things don't work out when they're toxic, so avoid toxicity. Something that did not work out is not where your ships are going to come in. And you have to make a decision to have nothing to do with toxicity. And the time to make the decision is now. So let's look at the Empress. So if you know that you're dealing with somebody toxic, or you know you've got toxic traits, Spirit is saying the time to make a decision to eliminate toxicity is now. Show me why the Empress is here for Cancer. All right, we have the Nine of Cups. You have the Page of Cups reversed. And you have the Five of Pentacles. All right, so in your outcome, you are seated in the Empress energy here. Some of you are leaving somebody out in the cold. You're focusing more on what it is that you want, and you're going to get it. Others of you, so if there's any kind of a loss that you're having financially, it's going to be multiplied back to you, just so you know. You're going to have wish fulfillment there. Others of you, again, seated in that Empress energy, focusing on what it is that you want. There's somebody new here that either is trying to come into your energy and you're kind of holding back from that person, or you're refusing them. Yeah. You're not expressing love to somebody. There's somebody new that I feel like you may want to be with, but it's just not happening yet. There's something about it being a little bit blocked right now. But you're going to get what it is that you want here, because you have the Empress, and right on top of that is the Nine of Cups. That's wish fulfillment. So again, focus on what it is that you want. You don't want to focus on what you don't want, because you get what you focus on. I do see you leaving somebody out in the cold, though. Now, for some of you, somebody who left you out in the cold is not apologizing, and you wanted an apology. Yeah, I suspect you're going to see something with that down the road, though, because that's what tends to happen. When you do somebody wrong, nobody gets away with anything, because the universe has a way of kind of putting things right. And you have to experience what you've put somebody else through. So, you know, word to the wise there. All right, bottom of the deck is the Three of Cups in the reverse. Now, that's what you started out with. So there's a very strong theme here of being unhappy, experiencing a loss, and, you know, really making a decision that you're not going to move back towards that person. But why would you? You have all these people that are going to be approaching you. You're looking good. You're smelling good. You're in this great energy. And by the end of the month, there's somebody coming in, and I'm telling you, that's Big Daddy energy there. They're coming in and they're offering you commitment, and whatever it is that you want, basically, you're writing the ticket in November. You're going to get whatever it is you want. Just make sure you're focusing properly. All right, let's pull. I've seen you guys over the last year or so, your energy has really, really transformed. And I know a lot of you have gone through some really difficult times, but, you know, it's caused your energy to just really transform in such a way that most of you are so high vibing now. It's incredible. So, and I'm seeing it consistently. All right, we're going to split the deck because nothing came out. Yeah, I'm seeing it consistently in your readings. I'm also seeing that for a lot of you, you've got this person from the past that's now trying to hang on to your energy. But it's like you transcended it all. Oh, look at this. Number 30, you have the Shaman. Interesting. I told you your energy is so good. Now, it is talking about lunatic. I know a few Cancers, they might be. Insights and Cosmos. So let's read that. Lunatic actually did not originate as a negative term. All right, so your affirmation is, I choose to listen and dance to the secret songs of the universe. The crazy, the shaman, the one who sees. Lunatic is a word derived from the Latin word luna, meaning moon. So a lunatic is one who is moonstruck. There is a face on the moon. Can you see it in the night even when others cannot? This is the great paradox of the mystic. You hear the whispers that others cannot. You hear the secret songs of the universe. It's okay to be an outsider in a world of conformity and contempt, a world where those who are different are met with rejection from society. Even if they are the shamans, the seekers, and artists who point us to the way of truth, soul, and transformation. The moon is beaming sacred truths, mysteries, and visions to the ones who can receive them, the one who is open to them. Some people have a special gift of insight that is revealed to them during certain times. It is in the divine order of the cosmos for those who are chosen. Pulling the shaman card can be a call to embrace more of your crazy side or to tune into it more at this time. You may be judged by others, but what you gain is far superior to their disapproval. The world needs more mystics and shamans to show us the soul of the world, to point us away from the suffocation of too much conformity, mundaneness, and stagnation. The energy behind this card is that of dreams, ideas, and visions, especially spiritual and creative ones. Express, act on, create, and share what you are receiving from the mysterious. Harness your power of insight. Do not let it fade away and dim within you. In other words, use it or lose it. The more you do, the stronger it will become. So guys, really pay attention to what the universe is telling you right now. I feel like you are gaining spiritual gifts. Your energy is really, really increasing, and your vibration is very high. I feel like a lot of you are really coming to some ascension or awakening. So, and believe it or not, the pain from this past experience may have pushed you into that. But in any event, I do hope that this has been helpful. You guys look like you're going to have a really great November. You have wish fulfillment. You have the Empress here. So enjoy your November. All right. I hope that this is, like I said, been helpful. If you've resonated with it, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. And until I see you in your next reading, namaste.